my own here in the States. But
Here. Well, since I'm moving out of the dorm, you're not going to be my faff anymore, so
Fine, I won't blow up your plan. But just know,
I love being around her, but at the same time, I know I
come
can
to the gathering of the most available and eager women on campus.
do that.
Yes, but it's annoying when parents do it.
Also, there is a spoke to me for 5 minutes, handing me a pamphlet and asked if I know Adele.
And you
Hello guys,
said,
welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing, yes, the review of this new season of this amazing series that actually been going on for 3 seasons. And to be honest, I really enjoyed this season way more than season 2, so that's why I just had to come here and give you guys the updates just in case you guys have missed it. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you all have watched it as well, please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments and let me know what you guys feel about Bella and Taylor's connection. Me personally, I do feel like it's very interesting and I feel like it has a lot to promise. Hopefully there will be a season 4. I feel like season 4 will be amazing if that actually ends up happening. But yes, so let's get right into further details and not waste any more time, and let's get right into what really matters. So if you guys don't know, the series is actually called As Lives of College Girls. Yes, so basically it follows 4 girls who are close roommates and they basically navigate the experience in college, going through a lot of changes when it comes to, what they want for the future, the careers they want to do, being part of certain groups, being friends, romance, friendships, just a little bit of everything, yes. And also, during this 3rd season, there was actually a new character introduced, and yes, she's a full-blown lesbian, yes, and her name is Taylor. So, who is Taylor and who is Bella? So, Bella was basically introduced during season 2, where she was a freshman and she was basically just trying to navigate this new reality of this new college. And during season 3, you can see that she actually wanted to transfer college and go to another place, but unfortunately that couldn't happen because of certain college circumstances and all of that. And also later on, Taylor comes in the picture, and Taylor, she's a new student to the college, and she's actually an international student. And she and Bella basically started to get close because they both were part of a group that was a group that basically gave out notice of everything that was going on when it comes to news regarding the college and all of that. So basically, at the beginning, you can see that Taylor, she has a lot of issues when it comes to her family. So unfortunately, her father passed away when she was young. And not only that, her mother doesn't accept, who she is and her orientation and her basically being a lesbian. So her mother basically disowned her, and of course, her mom lives abroad as she's an international student. And yeah, she basically just navigates life by herself. And she's also trying to stay sober because she had, a situation when it comes to in this case alcohol in this case. So later on, as things progresses, you can see that she actually reached out to Bella to help her, to be like a mentor, to make sure she's straight, that she stays in line, that everything with her sobriety goes well, just to have that one person that you can lean on and just to help you through this, especially for her Taylor being alone. But later on, the two started to get really close, but on a friendship level. But in my personal opinion, I really do feel like Taylor has a crush on Bella. But I also see that, she also understands that Bella has a crush on another guy. So she doesn't want to break this momentum and this friendship that they actually have going on. So she's trying to be as much respectful as she can be. So in this case, later on, Taylor, she was just, doing her own thing, hooking up with girls and just, having the college experience. And then later on, Bella was also like having a crush on this guy, but the guy had a girlfriend, but later on, he and his girlfriend broke up. And then the guy came to her, and they also were part of the group that Daria and Taylor was when it comes to this whole news thing. And yes, so yes, Bella was just focused on her relationship, wanting to make things work with this guy. So she basically didn't notice, and I don't feel like until now she noticed that Taylor Loki does have a crush on her, because Stella doesn't also make it obvious, or maybe I'm just reading the signs wrong. Maybe it's also me, maybe I am the problem. So later on, you can see that Bella actually tries to put Taylor, on a date, on a speed date, event, because in this case, Bella wanted a little bit of a break from Taylor. She wanted just to focus on her own thing. She felt like Taylor was basically too much on her and depending too much on her. So she wanted Taylor to have another situation going on so she can be a little bit more free, and so Taylor can do her own thing. So that's exactly what happened. Taylor when she met this very interesting girl during the speed dating. And of course, you can see that Taylor took her number, but Taylor never texted her back. So during a party, Taylor actually ended up having a crush on her roommate. Yes, and her roommate that lives in her dorm. And of course, during this whole moment, Bella was there for her, telling her, hey, if you need a place to stay, so you don't be with your roommate, because later on, this when in this case, Bella actually found out that Taylor was lying about not getting along with her roommate. The real reason is that she didn't want to be with her roommate because she had a crush on her roommate. So during, a party, in this case, LGBTQ plus party, you can see that Taylor finally made a move on her roommate, and her roommate basically rejected her and apologized and said, hey, I'm sorry, if I, gave you the wrong signs, but, this ain't it. Of course, you can see Taylor went out the party running, and then when she met the other girl that she basically, never texted back. And then she and this other girl that basically started to hook up and spend time together and just have decided, to be together. And later on, in this case, Bella finds out that Taylor is actually gonna be moving in with her girlfriend, and of course, Bella wasn't very happy with it because she was like, hey, you can't be moving in with nobody right now. I feel like you are moving too fast. You need to chill. You just go from one thing to another. It's too much. And of course, in that case, Taylor was a little bit angry at Bella. She was like, no, you don't have a say anymore. I'm by myself. You don't have to worry about me. So they kind of left things between them a little bit, unsolved. Later on, you can see that in this case, Taylor, she moved on with her girlfriend, at the apartment. So she basically moved out of the dorms. But things didn't last, the happy phase didn't last very long, because Taylor actually ends up receiving a text, from her aunt, family member, that tells her that her mom is getting married, the next day. And she wasn't even notified that her mom was going to get married. And you have to keep in mind, her mom lives abroad. So it was a lot for Taylor to take, already knowing her mom is gonna get married, and her mom not accepting her for who she is, and of course at that moment, Taylor actually called, in this case, Bella, to go to see her because she needed like an emotional support. Her girlfriend tried to be there for her, but she didn't really want her girlfriend to be there for her, or her situation in this case to be there for her. And of course, during that moment, Bella, she was dealing with her own stuff. She just, started to do comedy, and she also ended up breaking things up with her boyfriend because she feel like her boyfriend is not definitely accepting her for who she is very judgmental, and he feel like, everything should be around her and what he feels like and what he wants. And of course, Bella wasn't going for it, so she actually ends up breaking up things with him. So at that moment, at the very last episode that I have watched, you can see Taylor basically in a liquor store. I'm not sure if she was buying liquor, but she actually ends up, calling Bella, but Bella didn't answer because she was also doing her own thing when it comes to this new opportunity that has arisen for her in comedy. So yes, I'm very, very excited to see what is gonna happen next. Definitely, definitely 1 trillion% worth the watch. So if you guys haven't watched it, go ahead and go watch it. It's actually available to watch on Prime Video, HBO Max, and if I'm not mistaken, you can also go ahead and go watch it on Movie Star Plus. Amazing, amazing series. Please go ahead, go watch, go support, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I hope I see you guys again at the next video. And goodbye.